This true story begins in 2014 in the quiet farming town of Willow Creek, Nebraska. A place where the cornfields stretch endlessly and the locals speak in low voices as if the air itself is listening. Every harvest moon, the people of Willow Creek shut their doors, hide their animals, and warn outsiders never to disturb what they call the quiet. Into this unsettling environment arrived a journalist named Rowan Creedmoor, determined to uncover why the townsfolk feared their own fields. From the moment he stepped out of his car, he felt an odd stillness. No insects, no distant machinery, just a heavy silence that clung to him. The elderly couple hosting him, Evelyn and Bram Tulliver, urged him not to stay out past midnight and never to breathe loudly if the corn began to hum. Rowan brushed it off as superstition, unaware that this night would be his last chance to leave the town alive, before discovering what truly fed beneath the silent soil. Rowan ignored every warning and spent his second night setting cameras around the north cornfield, noticing the strange way the stalks swayed even without wind, as if something underneath pushed them upward. When the humming began, low, steady, and vibrating through the ground, he followed it with his recorder, fascinated instead of afraid. Reviewing the early footage, he saw faint silhouettes shifting under the soil, long shapes rising and sinking between the roots, clearly not animals. Bram begged him to stop, insisting he had awakened something that feeds on sound, but Rowan returned to the field just minutes before midnight. As the clock struck 12, every corn stalk turned toward him, trembling lightly with each breath he took. Suddenly, the husks peeled open like thin jaws, revealing pale, human-like faces pressed inside the leaves, eyes closed, mouths wide. The humming grew into a haunting chorus, pulling at the air around him, tightening on the sound of his breathing. Rowan gasped in terror. One sharp inhale, and that single breath made every face snap awake. In a rush of cold air, the field dragged the sound out of him, consuming his scream before it even fully left his throat. By sunrise, only his recorder remained, coated in thin strands of corn silk, capturing nothing except a suffocating silence. The people of Willow Creek still refuse to speak Rowan Creedmoor's name, believing that even mentioning him invites the quiet back toward their doors. Every harvest moon, they stay hidden as the fields hum softly, hoping the corn has already fed enough to leave them untouched for another year. If you've ever lived near vast fields or felt uneasy in places that are too silent, you may have sensed something similar, and your story might help someone understand what they felt. Share your experience in the comments, and if this true story unsettled you, make sure to like and subscribe for more chilling tales, and send this video to anyone who thinks silence is harmless. Some places don't fear noise. They hunger for it.